Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. See, in the last video I did a bit of a tour on my Pocket Edition world that's like in a really old version. It was super interesting and I had a ton of fun making it. But I have a small problem with that. I want to make more videos, but if I want to make them about that world, it's going to be like once a month a check-in, right? Because otherwise there's not going to be anything to show for it, right? It takes a while to build up all those details and all that. Um, but contrary to that, that last video did really well, and there are a lot of people who subscribed to me because of it. And I would feel really bad making them wait a whole month before another video comes out from this channel. So, I'm doing something that I think will be fitting on theme, but a bit easier to do. So, the idea of this series, this video specifically, is that I'm going to reflect on past memories related to Minecraft, while just some random footage of me playing Minecraft goes on in the background. Now, for this video I've chosen some Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition, not the Bedrock Edition, the old Switch Edition that I was just randomly playing the other day, because I figured that would be fitting. It's a nostalgic version-ish for the two people that played it in 2017. Hey, glad to meet you if you're watching that. But if we're going to reflect on past memories, I think it's best to start from the very beginning. And on that note, how about when I first heard of Minecraft? I have a very vivid memory of this. I don't know why this particular memory stuck out so hard, but I mean, I remember a lot of things. It's an odd situation because it wasn't that impactful in the grand scheme of things. But I was at lunch in elementary school, and my friend was talking to me, right? And they were talking about this YouTube video they found on the internet about this new game, Minecraft, right? And that the video had this funny joke. It was hilarious, where apparently the person wasn't making roofs to protect against the rain or the elements. That'd be silly. They were protecting themselves against spiders. Yeah. The I don't know if maybe there was a funny video that like the video made it funny, or good editing trick or something. It doesn't sound particularly funny to me, but my friend was all in on this. Either way, I remember either shortly afterwards or shortly before this, that friend came along with an old Guinness Book of World Records Gamer Edition for like the 2 years they had, which I actually finally saw a screenshot of what Minecraft looked like. And I'll be honest, I don't think I was very impressed. I was like, what? This is the game you've been telling me about? But that was my first proper exposure to Minecraft. So how about after that? Well, not long after, I actually got to try the game for myself. Oh right, this was when I was at a family friend's house, and one of the people there actually, I was like, oh please let me play on your phone, get Minecraft, and they were like, it's only $2, I guess we can get Minecraft on this phone. And I actually got to try survival mode, and I don't remember much about that. I remember I was playing on a tiny old iPhone, and that I was super engrossed, and that I saw like this hill, right? And I carved my way into this hill, and I kind of like shaved the bottom of this hill off. And the reason I did that, and like I didn't dig really down at all, is because I needed coal for torches. Now, I don't know if there wasn't coal in the game yet, or if I was just too stupid to... Sorry, I don't know if there was no charcoal in the game yet, or if I was just too stupid to realize you could smelt charcoal. I do remember shortly afterwards, I think I found out about charcoal and all that, so it's very possible I was just dumb and didn't know it existed, but one way or the other, it was just... That memory sticks out to me for some reason. I also have a very fun story here, where I actually properly got to try the game, like on my own terms, not at someone else's place, not somewhere else. No, I actually got my old iPad, my old brick first generation iPad, and I got Minecraft Pocket Edition on it. But there's a bit of a story to that. See, my old iPad was a gift from like my mom's work friend, and basically for the longest time, that work friend's account was on the iPad, So we didn't download games ourselves. We didn't know the password to the account. So instead, what would happen is randomly we'd get apps downloaded onto the account, onto the iPad, whenever someone using the original account was downloading something. Because I think it's still a feature nowadays that you can turn on and off, where you could, if you download something on your device, it'll also download it on other devices you own. I don't know if that's still a feature, but I know that was a feature back in the day. And I imagine there's something like it nowadays still. But what that would mean is this iPad sort of became a magic conch shell. Like we just stare at it and we'd wonder, will something download today, or will nothing come? And there's another side to it where at the time like something was unstable or something where we weren't very technically savvy, so like every now and then the game would just crash, right? And you wouldn't like the iPad would just constantly crash when you tried to enter any sort of application. But one thing that fixed that was when a game would download. So, so we'd always wait for a game to download so we could finally open our apps again. It was a very funny situation. But yeah, eventually I did actually, one of the games that managed to cycle their way down and download was the old Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite demo. So I finally got to try that, and I remember being enamored, and I played that all the time, kinda. Because obviously you couldn't save your worlds on it, so any world you made was just instantly deleted as soon as you were done. And I don't really remember too many of the worlds I made back when I had just the Lite version, but I do remember one of them. The one I remember specifically was one time I built my way up into a tree, right? And I put like a tree house down, right? I shaved off some of the leaves and I started putting glass around it and like made glass tree houses, and like I think I even had them connecting between the trees. And I remember the mobs at the time, the zombies, came at me and I was just like fighting them off as they tried to climb up into my tree house. I think I might have even died there. Of course, yeah. It was a very bare bones mode of the game, right? Like, even creative mode had a lot of limitations. Even survival mode had like barely any features. It was based on like the second version, so obviously it didn't have like chests. It didn't even have like fully finite resources in survival. Like some resources were just infinite because there was no way to legitimately obtain some of them. So that was that version. Oh right, same friend who once introduced me to the game through those lunchtime meetings. Actually, I eventually came over to their house and they showed me a weird Java version of the game. Now, I don't know which version of the game this was, but I remember specifically it had a limited number of save slots, which confused me because to me, like, I was used to like Pocket Edition where you could make as many save slots. So I assume this is probably, I'm telling a little bit out of order. I probably would have had Pocket Edition by this point, but because this is more of a discovery story, I'm just telling it now. But either way, I remember specifically that there were a limited number of save slots, which confused me because, like I said, I was used to the Pocket Edition at this time. So I wasn't aware that there was even a version of Java with like a limited number of slots. So I don't know if they had pirated the game or something, because it wasn't a beta build, or not that I know. Maybe it was. No. It couldn't have been, because if there were a limited number of slots, and it had creative mode, I don't think that matches any beta version I know of. So it could have been a mod, or it could have been like a weird hacked version. My friend got scammed or something. I don't know what the situation was. I'm so puzzled. If anyone knows what this is about, I would be really interested to find out. Either way, beyond that, finally playing the PC version, what I actually ended up doing was very simple. I grabbed a boatload of diamond blocks, started arranging them into a box, and made myself a little diamond house. Pure diamond. Perfect. But like I said, that was told a little bit of out of order, because I'm pretty sure I would have had Pocket Edition by this time. I remember begging my parents to finally let me get it, and when they finally cracked, it was over. I had access to a version of the game where I could save my worlds. I was great. I remember some of the earliest worlds were, of course, me putting diamond block houses everywhere. It wasn't only that though. I would occasionally go out a little bit, a little bit fancier. I remember at the time I would have been watching YouTube videos with like adventure maps and stuff. So I was inspired. I wanted to make my own adventure map. And the idea I think I came up with was, what if I make an adventure map about getting like a plane crash, and you had to jump out of the plane before it crashes, and then all this stuff. So I don't think I got very far. I got the plane done, which the entire extent of the plane was like a 1 block wide hallway that you could walk down, and then at the end there was like a door that's like, quick, jump out of the plane, with a sign on it. Like you just jump out. That was the whole thing. I was always a bit, stumped because I was a dumb kid. I couldn't figure out how to change from survival to creative mode, because at the time you couldn't do it through the game. You would have to know like hacker things. You'd have to get in through the back door. Oh no, you just need to get to the world files, and that would usually do you, I imagine. But at the time I didn't know that. How could I know that? It was so long ago. And I was a very dumb kid. I was the kid who had the magic conch shell iPad. And that's my early Minecraft days. I've got a lot of other stories I could tell about this time, but I think I want to save those for another video. So I'm going to leave off here, and yeah, let me know how did you guys discover Minecraft? Let me know in the comments. Just say how you found it. What were your memories of, like, oh, did you hear it from a friend's house, or did you just find it online through a YouTube video? How did you get exposed to this game? And yeah, I'd love to hear that. See you guys around.